Hi there, my name is Lauren Roth, and I'm here to answer any questions you have about marriage, parenting, or relationships in general. Please do submit your questions. We would love to hear from you. Okay, so the first submitted question that we have is, I'm dating now, and there's so many people out there. How do I know which one to choose? How do I know which one is the right one? Ha! Pure and simple, you don't. We never know which one is the right one. In fact, I don't know that there really is a right one for each person. I think there are probably lots of good possibilities out there for each person, and you basically pick the best one that you know at the time with the information that you have. You go with it, then you start the hard work of making the relationship successful. You know, it's interesting because in Hollywood, in the movies at least, not in real Hollywood, in real life Hollywood, people get divorced all the time. But in Hollywood, in the movies at least, you know, everything usually ends up pretty happily. Although there are some few movies where things sort of end on an unknown note. But most people don't like those kinds of movies and they don't go to see them. So in the movies, things usually end on this wonderful la-la fantasy note and everything's great. But if you just look at real life Hollywood, you see life is much more complicated than that. And in real life, because I don't even consider real life Hollywood to be real life, but in our real lives, life is complicated. Nobody's perfect. Nobody. Are you perfect? I don't know about you, but I'm sure not. So finding the perfect person, well, that's just never going to happen. You find the person that's the best one that you can think of at this time with the information that you have now. You choose them, you go with it, you work at the relationship, and you make them the right one. I just want to tell you a story. It's interesting. When I was engaged, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure at all. But I knew that my husband had the qualities I was looking for. I knew he seemed like a really good person. I knew that right now, this is definitely the best person for me, and I'm going to commit to him. Oh, I didn't use that word yet. That's a really important word. I'm going to commit my heart, my soul, my life to this person. I'm not going to keep thinking, oh, maybe that one would have been better, maybe that one would have been better. No, I'm going to commit to this person, and I'm going to make our lives work together. And I can say after 21 years, it's a lot of years of marriage. After 21 years, I can say, if you work it, it works. It's just like they say in AA. If you work it, it works. Yeah, the story. I wanted to tell you a story. When I was engaged, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure at all that this was the right person. I just thought, yep, this is my best option right now, and I think he's a really good person, and I think we get along well, and I like his values, and I think that we can make our lives work together. And I had a friend who was engaged at the same time as I was. And I said to her, how do you know that that person that you're engaged to is the right one? And she said to me, I just know. And I thought to myself, wow, that's amazing. She has such clarity. And then I realized, a few years later, I realized she doesn't really think that much. That person doesn't really think that much. Personally, I love thinking. I'm a thinker. I enjoy it, and I encourage everybody out there to think. And if you're a thinker, then it can be difficult because you think maybe this won't work, maybe that won't work, maybe he has this aspects, maybe she has this aspects that will be a problem for us in the future. Thinking not at all, I don't think is a really good way to live, but thinking too much can be kind of an issue. Commit to the one that you believe is the best one for you right now with the information that you have. Work on making it work and make them the right one. Submit your questions so that we can answer your issues here at my kitchen table. Take care.